What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Violent Life Podcast. I'm your host, V, and my boy Lucas. Today, we're going to be breaking down the Freedom 250 historic card this weekend. Buddy, I know it wasn't how you were anticipating it to go, wasn't how I was anticipating it to go. So let's bite the bullet and get right into it.
Man, it was going so well until it wasn't. Um, you know, that first fight, Steve Garcia, that was a great fight to start the card, Round one, Steve was whooping Diego's ass, and then kind of seemed like Diego got a little fired up. Round two came out. Garcia didn't see it coming. It was good. I called round two for Diego. I called sub, not a knockout.
You did. I actually saw a lot of people were going with sub, especially round two, too. Um, I felt like the KO was always there. When I broke this fight down, I feel like I was right and I was wrong with my analytical approach to the fight. I knew that this style that Garcia brings was going to favor Diego. Um, but what I wasn't expecting was Diego to start being the aggressor in the fight. I felt like the KO was going to come from Steve being the aggressor and then Diego catching him. But in this fight, when Diego was down, he kind of just bit down on the mouthpiece and started swinging. Um, and he forced the brawler to brawl with him, and he ended up getting caught. I don't think Garcia really lost any stock. This was kind of supposed to happen. That we all want Diego to win. You know, Garcia looked great in the first round and a half until he wasn't. Um, where do where do you see both of these guys going after this fight?
Well, I guess we get Diego versus Volk 3.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think the fight to make coming off that Melquizel Costa win, you got Arnold Allen. I think Arnold Allen versus Diego Lopez would feed families. Um, as for Garcia, I'm not too sure. He definitely needs to heal up. That was pretty brutal, um, in terms of head damage. But
yeah.
seems like you got
Um,
a good pick for him.
when it comes, I don't hate the matchup between Lopez and Allen. I think that's a fight that is gonna happen, whether this next fight or down the line. The fight that I want to see though for Lopez next is I think we put him up against Aljo.
That's a ooh, I like that actually. I really do. Um, yeah, I mean that's I think
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think
You know,
Lopez could win that.
I think he wins that too. Um, it really depends on because Aljo is just so great at what he does, getting the back control. But Aljo, he's pushing for that title shot, and right now, it's kind of hard to argue that he doesn't deserve at least a title elimination bout. So I think going up against Lopez, the guy who just came off fighting for the title, I think he deserves at least that respect. Um, I was thinking maybe Laurent Murphy, but I would much rather see Lopez versus Aljo, in my opinion. I think whichever way that fight goes, you know, th- like if Aljo were to win, perfect. He's cemented himself for a title shot. Um, Lopez wins, I still think he's gonna need to do more, especially if Volk doesn't retire. But if Volk
Agreed.
retires, now we're looking at Gene Silva, or no, not Gene Silva, actually. We're gonna look at Mozar Lopez too for the title, the vacant title.
Hon- Honestly, I'm thinking about it. I feel like Larone versus Diego, and then you do Aljo versus Allen. I feel like that's almost the way to go. Or you swap it up, go Diego Allen, and you go Aljo. Wait,
Yeah, that's what you. I know what you're saying. I know
no,
what you're saying. You either go Aljo, Allen, Diego, Larone, or the other way
no,
around.
give Aljo Larone. Give Aljo
Give
Larone,
Aljo
and
Larone.
then do Diego
Okay.
versus Allen. That's what I
I don't
think.
I don't hate that either. When you talk about the top six, top seven of that division, you're looking at real elite competition. They're all banger fights. They're all except for fucking. I was gonna say, um, when I was really thinking about the fights to make after this, I was thinking Lopez versus Yair, settle that beef. But fuck Yair, dude's just sitting out off a win against fucking Pitbull a year ago. He's still ranked number five, the little fucking weasel. So he don't deserve that. That'll be doing Yair a favor. Um,
Yeah, I agree. Yair's just sitting out at this point. It's a little disappointing.
Very
You know,
disappointing. As for Steve Garcia, I think run him against Pico.
yeah, that's Pico is coming off a win. I don't know. I feel like when it comes to the matchmaking, they try as much as they can to match up winners with winners, losers with losers. So I almost think Garcia, I don't know, unpopular opinion, run back the Melquiz Alcasa. They're both coming
Nah,
off losses. No,
nah, I don't do that. I mean,
I don't know,
you could
man.
you you could you could maybe do Garcia and Zalal if you want to talk about two guys coming off losses.
That's not a. You know what? That's actually a way better matchup. That's you know because that's it's still giving him another step up, even though
Yeah.
you know. So okay, cool. Well,
Um, fucking Dawkins and Nico, my goofy pick of the night.
yeah, yeah. You don't
I
sound
was
too thrilled,
way
bro.
off. I mean, it is what it is. I was way off on that one. Um, but
Can we just get it out right here? I called it. Dawkins,
you called it.
Chinny. I said it. Chinny. Everybody, y'all must have forgot. Dawkins was the laughing stock back in his first run, and I called that from day one. And Bo Nickel by knockout. Shout out MMA Romanov for clowning me on that pick because you know
I wouldn't say so much Chinny. I would say Dawkins just doesn't have the dog in him. He got hit with a couple shots and just folded. He really didn't get hurt that bad. He just folded, and Bo didn't really land anything that significant on the ground. Just no dog, no. And you're at the fucking White House, dude. You're an American at the White House, and you just give up like that. You know, going the rankings just dropped today, and now Bo Nickel has a number next to his name. He's number 15 in the world. I don't think he
oh
deserves
wow,
that number. Not off of beating Dawkins.
who
So
lost their ranking?
that's a good question, mate. I don't know who was ranked 15 at that weight class. Maybe I know Delidze's still ranked. He would have been my guess. Um, so I don't know, but
Hermanson or something.
maybe. What I do know is when I first thought of the matchup, I thought of a matchup for him that if he wins it, it gets him a number next to his name, a rifle number. And for the other guy who's trying to get ranked too, and I think the perfect matchup to do for Bo Nickel next is Balgarui.
Interesting. I don't know
The
because they were saying do him and Izzy.
fuck? No. Bo Nickel does not even deserve the rank. Not off
No, no,
beating.
no, no, no. Not Bo Nickel and Izzy. I'm saying they were talking about Belgary and Izzy.
Nah, you can't even do that because Balgarui doesn't have a rank either. They're both, in my opinion, because now Bo is officially ranked, but in my opinion, he shouldn't be. In my opinion, you do a fight to justify that ranking. You get him in the top 15 by fighting a guy like Belgarui. He wins, okay, he keeps the number 15 rank. Maybe he jumps to 14 ahead of Dolidze. Belgarui wins, now Belgarui's in the top 15. One guy
Yeah,
has been
Is Kelvin Gastelum still ranked?
No, I don't think I saw his name in the
No.
rankings.
Okay.
Nah, I don't, he wasn't ranked from what I saw.
That'd be a fun matchup.
Yeah,
Bo
I
Nickel.
mean, Bo Nickel and Gaston, but I want to kind of like give him somebody where it's like an actual test. And I know I said I would be impressed with the Dawkins win, and I am. He did look good. Um, but Belgorilla is a huge jump up, but it's not the
Yeah.
jump up like to the top, the
He's not
top
going
guys.
top five. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Give
Yeah, I mean
give him some.
he's coming off a finish. Bo's coming off a finish. Yeah, so these guys I kind of like that, but or they might choose to, slow it, keep it slow. That seems like the trend with Bo is they try and keep it slow and really cherry pick these opponents because
Because they want
they
to, they want him to Mickey Mouse his way to the title, and that's not going to happen. Especially when he starts cracking into that top five, he's going to start losing a lot more frequently.
yeah, so
He got his big jump up into the rankings against the Ritter, and the Ritter finished him. So
yeah.
he's going to hit that. He's going to hit that wall eventually. Um, as for Dolphus, his next fight, I know you'll love this matchup. I really was going into the unranked of that division, trying to see who we could give him next. And I think a great matchup. It's going to be a banger while it lasts. Him against Trayshawn Gore.
Well, I don't know. Did you see Trey Sean just got his match? He got a big name too.
He's got a fight? I didn't see. Who?
Trey Sean Gore, Vicente Luque.
Oh, okay. Well, then scratch that. I did have another opponent that I was thinking about matching up Dawkins with. Your guy, who didn't look too hot his last fight, Dante Johnson.
Dante. Yeah, I mean that was, you know, a very close fight. Dante, kept it close with Brundage. I don't know how good of a look that is, you know. But that could be. Yeah, I mean, you know what? If they're trying to build Dante, yeah, give him Dawkins. Dante will destroy Dawkins. I mean, I
And
don't think Dawkins should be fighting in the UFC, to be honest.
well, that's why I wanted to match him up with Gore, because in my opinion, Gore shouldn't be in the UFC either. So winner keeps his job, loser,
Gore's coming off a
adios.
win, bro.
He's 6-4, bro. Come on.
Uh, coming off a finish too. Come on,
I know. But I don't know
and
what to it, but
he got that crazy sub too.
it does, But that would have been a banger fight with Dawkins because it wouldn't have lasted probably past the first round.
Yeah,
Um,
no,
but Dante Johnson, Kyle Dawkins, throw that fight on some fight night at the Apex. Let them go at
yeah,
it.
that'd be fun. First night of the card
First fight of the card, exactly. Um, Lewis and Hawkett.
that was next. I thought it was Mauricio and Chandler.
Oh no, it was Chandler and
Yeah,
Hoofy. Chandler and Hoofy, baby. Chandler, he's done,
I
bro.
mean,
He's just been looking worse and worse each fight.
the the part of the Violent Life lock parlay that smashed.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
Chandler, for Chandler, he needs to fight with retirement because
yeah,
that's the
agreed.
only way. That's what he should have done at the White House. I don't know if they didn't want him retiring at the White House, but that was a perfect moment to retire. He's had a great
Yeah,
career, not in the UFC, but he has had a great career. He left his prime in Bellator, and when he came to the UFC, he just traded being at the top for exciting fights. And lately, he hasn't been all that exciting. It's exciting to watch him get finished over and over again.
I,
Chandler, what's next for him is you give him. I know we talked about, matchups for guys like Dariush yesterday, but maybe you could do him and Dariush. Um, both guys could retire. I
That's,
mean,
yeah, not a bad one.
you could do him and Dariush. Otherwise, you're looking at giving them guys like Quill and Salco. You're looking like giving them guys like what's his name? Tom Nolan, who just got into the rankings.
Yeah. Hmm.
For Roofy, dude has a lot of potential, man. Um, maybe Hooker. It's almost
Okay.
weird to say. It's almost weird to say if you like we're looking at Roofy fighting up. Meanwhile, Hooker's one of Chandler's two wins. But you could do Hooker. Um, I don't want to see him fight Gamrot and watch Gamrot fucking stink it up for 3 rounds. I don't want to see Roofy fight Gamrot.
But not. Oh,
But
yeah,
Gamrot,
no, that'd be. Oh. Hey, Hooker did it. Roofy could do it.
yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe do that fight. Maybe do that fight. Roofy and Gamrot. I would have said Roofy versus like someone like a Patty, but Patty's booked. So definitely, it's got to be Gamrot. He doesn't deserve the Armin fight. Um,
Ooh, Roofy and Patty would. That would be fun, man. Do a 5 rounder as a, either a Sao Paulo or a London fight night.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be a great fight, but Patty is booked.
Yeah. Well, he's probably. I don't know. He's probably gonna beat Benoit. I'm rooting for Benoit. I think, which is crazy because I don't usually root for Benoit.
It would be cool to see Benoit win, especially after losing to Moicano and losing to
Yeah.
Dustin.
Slimed
Every-
out. You said.
yeah, everybody was counting him out. Now he's on what, a 5 fight win streak, a 4 fight win streak, finishing everybody. Like, so good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, it's funny. He went on a little losing streak, and now he's just back to doing what he was doing before. When he finished for Vola, I'll never
Yeah.
forget.
I mean, hey,
That
maybe you
was
do
crazy.
maybe you could do Roofy and Moicano. Moicano's coming off a win.
Yeah. Oh, hey, easy fights. Give me easy money. Roofy, not easy money, bro.
Nah, it's not. But hey, Benoit showed that there's holes in that grappling. Moicano already destroyed Benoit. MMA math don't work like that.
Yeah.
But
No, I know, but Moicano could do it. I see what you're saying. That'd be interesting, man. Um.
yeah, but that
Now.
fight that fight was everything that we expected. And just like this next fight was everything that we expected.
Yeah. Yeah.
As we were saying,
Embarrassing.
this card was going so fucking great. Even with my goofy pick, the card was going great. Um, what is next for Hawkett?
Hockett, man. I mean, he just beat Blades and Derek. Yo, Hockett versus Waldo would be. That would be
That's not a
fun, I think.
it's not a bad fight, actually.
Make
Not
that
a
a
bad
main
fight.
event and get some media on them. I think they both have the personalities to really, blow up a fight night.
And Hawkett has that clip where he was talking trash about Waldo
Yeah, exactly.
with the
Exactly.
baby.
That's
That's a good
where
that's a good fight. I was thinking match Hawkett up with the guy who just beat Waldo, Volkov.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I think we're back to like waiting in line at heavyweight again because now we have to wait for Gon to get his title shot, and then what? Volkov gets
Hmm.
a title shot. Like, so what? We're back
Well, he
to
has to be Haka first. He has to be Haka first.
but we're
Haka's
really
right
gonna
up there with.
we're gonna give Josh Hockett a contender shot because he beat Derek Lewis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are. I see a lot of people calling for Pereira and Hackett, but Pereira's gonna need timeout. I feel like Haka's gonna want to get in there by the end of the summer, early fall.
Yeah, he didn't take like any damage.
No, and I think Volkov is a good test for him. It's gonna be an insane height difference. That's for sure.
Yeah. I had a name for Derek Lewis to fight. What's his name? Hang on. Trying to remember. Little British dude.
Little British dude.
He fought Walter Walker and got hooked.
Talking about
He's
the Scottish dude, the one that
is he
just fought
Scottish?
Ty, the one that just fought Ty.
Maybe. What's
Sutherland, I think his name is.
Louis Sutherland, yes. Louis
Yeah,
Sutherland.
it's not a bad matchup.
Derek Lewis and Sutherland. I mean, they're
It's not
both
a bad.
fat, both can barely move. I think that's the way to go.
I had a matchup for Lewis, but a lot of these guys are already booked, unfortunately. I was gonna say throw Lewis right to Volta Walker,
That
but
would be
but
the easiest way to extend Walter's heel streak.
exactly, but Volta Walker's fucking booked too. So it's like that was hard to do. The one guy that's not booked that you could do, but this guy's probably gonna be able to make a quicker turnaround than Derek. That's the only problem. Is Brando Pericic. He
I was
just
thinking
fought.
of him too.
He's ranked, and he's ranked lower than Lewis, so you could do that fight. Get him a step up, get him a higher rank next to his name.
I guess that's what Derek kind of is this fat gatekeeper that, you know, don't get hit with his overhand and you get glory.
Yeah, don't let him fluke an overhand or an uppercut. That's been the name of his game his whole career.
Yeah, yeah.
And it sucks now because he's actually older. He's 41, so back just a couple years ago, he was still able to stand and bang with some of the guys and not gas out as quickly as shit as he looked on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. But after that, man, ooh, Sugar Show. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
bro.
O'Malley back in the win column with a finish again. That was, quite the spectacle. He had Zahabi running around, looking super goofy, and I think the finish was pretty goofy. I initially thought it was a little bit of an early stoppage, but after seeing other
Um,
people's
you,
arguments for it, I've been swayed a little.
you've come to your senses now?
Listen, my argument, I guess, has changed. Maybe it wasn't an early stoppage, but if he would have gotten back up and then O'Malley knocked him out, that would have been awesome. I don't hold the ref on this. I hold it on O'Malley because O'Malley could have gotten an actual walk-off KO where Zahabi's getting stretchered out. But he chose to celebrate early. The ref gave in too. So, okay. All right. I mean, listen, he had Zahabi's number, absolutely. That fight wasn't going any other way. I'm just saying, he could have stiffed
That's
him.
that's that fight went exactly how I thought it was gonna go. I knew that this was a fight where O'Malley was going to go for the finish. He needed a finish in this fight. He couldn't just get another decision. Um, Even if it was like a fight where it was like dominated, like complete domination, like with the Cheeto rematch, it wasn't gonna cut it. Not with the stakes of this card. Plus Zahabi had the perfect style for him to finish him. And if O'Malley couldn't finish him, I would say O'Malley's never gonna finish anybody again.
Yeah, right.
And honestly, he may never finish somebody again because this was the perfect style for
Yeah.
him to finish somebody. Um, Now if you're O'Malley, what do you do?
I just think that, I don't think we've gotten any sort of news on when is Marab's return date. And, well, Peter Yan had I think he had like a minor injury, but he should be healed up within 6 months. O'Malley barely took any damage. Uh, as cringy as I think it is, I say you skip Marab and let O'Malley step in for now. When Marab's feeling better from his self-induced injuries, he can, choose to fight again. But you got to keep the division going. I mean, even if we wait till we're almost going to be at a year now because we know we got McGregor next month, probably Islam the month after. I mean, that's going to take us to what, September?
Yeah, I think they were targeting October in Abu
for
Dhabi
for Peter Yan.
and Marab.
Oh, interesting. That's annoying though. That's 10 months.
Yeah, that is a little annoying. But one guy was fighting 4 times a year. The other guy had to get back surgery, so I understand it. Because from what I'm hearing, I don't know if it's gonna happen. August is gonna be Islam and Gary. September is gonna be Volk and Mozar. Abu Dhabi is gonna be Jan and Marab 3.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
So then do you now the thing is if Marab does win the trilogy, I don't think O'Malley deserves the title shot.
I don't think so at all either. Um,
They fucked up with that. They rushed that rematch last year way too quickly.
yeah, exactly. I don't
So
know. I think that's. I guess if they're gonna go with Marab and Yan in October, then you have to find a different route for O'Malley. But
100%.
I mean, I'm thinking of the top of that division right now.
The only fight for him that would make sense is booked. And he could wait.
Corey,
He could wait for the outcome of that fight. That's next month.
man,
But
that would be
if Mario
yeah,
wins, if Mario wins, he's not gonna fight Mario. It's his teammate.
yeah, I know, yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So
it's only Corey is the
it's Corey
option.
or wait. It's Corey or wait.
Well, we know Sean O'Malley. He's not going to fight Corey Sandhagen if he can wait for a title shot.
Yeah, but that again, that just is how long are you willing to wait?
Yeah, I mean O'Malley's having so much fun in his warehouse in Arizona. I think that the waiting game he can do better than anyone. So unfortunately, I don't see that happening. I could totally see him. I mean, I guess, but it's weird because okay, after this fight, Corey will have fought since his loss. So do you do contender fight? If Marab wins, do you do contender fight? O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen. Winner gets their rematch? I
Nah,
mean,
nah. Because I think if Marab wins, it would almost leave him no choice but to fight Mario, in my opinion. Because if Marab wins, it's good. Mario deserves the shot.
So what's O'Malley and Tim Welch are gonna boot Mario from the team and be like, yeah, we're fighting you.
Well, it's not that they train at the same gym. It's the two that there's O'Malley's gym is Red Hawk,
Yeah,
and McGee, they train at, it's like a gym they cross train at
I see.
very frequently. So they're boys basically because they're training together. So it wouldn't necessarily be that, but if you want that title shot, that's in my opinion what he would have to do. And if honestly, if I'm O'Malley and Marab wins, just leave the division. Just go to 45.
Yeah,
Just go to 45.
yeah. I mean, I think that could be so fun. All the matchups we could see with O'Malley at 45. Give him anyone in
100%.
the top 10, and it's headliner
It's
worthy
electric. It's
almost.
electric. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's electric. For Zahabi, him and Figgy, Battle of the
yeah,
Youngs.
yeah. I I I I think that's a good. I mean, Figgy has proven pretty pathetic lately, but I think that Zahabi versus Figgy, yeah, that could be. I almost, I feel like Zahabi would win that.
I think you could too, but let me just say one more thing on that fight. The way Joe Rogan was talking about those fucking calf kicks from Zahabi, I was about to mute my fucking TV. That ass. He is so
I
he is
I
he
was
is go because that
I,
shit makes me heated.
I I was talking with my family and friends like the whole fight, so I didn't really pay attention to commentary too much. I I tend to not even pay attention to it because they usually don't know what they're talking about.
No, they don't. Not them. Not Rogan. He was like, oh, his leg's really battered, man. Fucking just because Sean switches stances, Sean always switches stances. That's it. That's
Yeah.
how he fights. He's never gonna fight in one stance. He's not orthodox. He's not southpaw. Like, dude, that was driving me absolutely fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. But
Oh,
the co-main event,
the start of the decline. Oh, this was rough, man. I was so confident in Alex. Like I really thought about the matchup, and I was like, I'm not nervous about this. And going into it, man, even when he got dropped initially, I was like still not too nervous when he got back up. And but that dirty cheating Frenchman better get slimed out by someone soon, man. Like,
when he gets slimed out, I will be smoking that Gon pack. I cannot stand him. That dirty fucking cunt.
well, it seems like all he does is win interim belts. It seems. Oh, I would hate to see him pull a Gaethje and get a third, get it on his third try. Oh,
Would it be his third try? Would it be his fourth
um.
try?
Well, if we're talking undisputed,
Yeah, his fourth try. Lost to Ngannou, lost to John, no contest with Aspinall.
oh yeah, so technically it would be his fourth. Yeah, that's wild.
Fuck him. Can't stand him. I am waiting for the day he gets slimed out. Not finished like John finished him, like actually slimed out.
No, I know, man. The closest we've gotten is seeing Ty drop him in Paris, and that's really what was a big factor of me um, picking Alex because I was like, you know what, Ty was able to find that shot. I think Alex could do it, but he didn't. And luckily, Alex is trying to
get
get
Herb Dean fired.
action taken. Yeah,
Yeah,
any action taken against Herb Dean, we need that. We need to whip this commission and the refs into shape because they're playing with people's lives out there. This isn't a game,
there's a
and
reason those shots are illegal. It could kill you. He's going to kill somebody if he keeps doing that. This isn't.
yeah,
He ruined, as of right now, he ruined Aspinall's career with the eye poke. You know, so it's not a joke. Like, action needs to be taken from him, and I can understand if it was like an accidental one shot, two shot to the back of the head in the heat of the moment, but he landed fucking 12,
yeah.
and Herb didn't do nothing. I'm not saying that they would have changed the outcome of the fight.
Right, exactly. But but at the same time, it could have changed the outcome if he landed one more. If the placement was any worse than it already was, Alex could be in a wheelchair right now. So
Exactly. You know? So it just sucks. Sucks for Alex. You know, he's just another great on this card that was so he was very close to achieving GOAT status. Like he
yeah,
would have if he would have won this fight, went and fought Aspinall, if he beat Aspinall, you could call him you could argue he's the GOAT, being a three division champion
yeah,
in the
man.
time frame that he did it. Um, but I just don't think he's a heavyweight. I think he should go back down. Slime out Alberg, please. Thank you. Avenge Yuri, please, and thank you. Um, but he's also 38,
Yeah,
and time is not on his side right now. Thankfully, he fights at a higher weight class where they could fight longer. But you know, now like I just feel like if he stays at heavyweight, there's not really much more you could do with him.
yeah. What's he
There's
gonna
nothing.
be a contender and try and fight back for a title shot? I don't know. Alex Pereira seems to fight for the love of fighting. I don't. I don't know if he would know what to do with himself if he wasn't fighting. And I guess the only way you really, unless you're giving him Josh Hokett,
Nah,
actually, I don't know, man, because Josh Hokett isn't a big heavyweight either. Like they would be close in size. I'd love to see that, just a grudge match, and then maybe move back down to light heavyweight.
I think Hokett's faster than him. I do. I just watching
Maybe,
that fight.
but it's something to think about, or to wonder about, I should say.
I want to see if he's gonna fight a heavyweight again. It needs to be against somebody that's like it would be like a tune-up, and I don't think Hawkett's a tune-up. I would want to see him against Blades. I think is Blades already is at that same like because Alex looks slow. He looks slow in that fight, and I think it's the size and weight. And the other in at middleweight, at light heavyweight, he was the faster fighter always. In this fight, he was slow, and he got beat
But
at his own game.
that could also be an age thing, man. Because if you remember, 2 fights ago, he looked slow against Ankalaev in the first
That
fight.
was a but that was different. That wasn't he wasn't fighting Ankalaev had the threat of the takedown. Gane is his striker, and he was getting beat at his own game.
Yes, but if you remember, like Alex was the one shooting, Ankalaev outstruck him. So yeah, I see how you could say that, but I'm just thinking like he was so slow in that fight, and then he kind of got angry and knocked him out in the second, but then came out and had another slow performance like this. I'm wondering if age is maybe starting to affect Alex a little bit more than
It could
we
be age.
realize.
It could be age, but the weight also has to be a factor. You know, that has to be a factor. And if he's gonna try to stay at heavyweight, you got to give him a guy like Curtis Blake, someone that is not at the level of striking as him, but could attempt takedowns, see where Alex's grappling's at, test him in that area, let Alex get his confidence back in that fight.
Me.
And then we could start looking towards, okay, maybe let's see how he does against Volkov. Maybe let's see how he does against Hawkett, you know? Um, but after that performance, I don't think he's gonna fight for that title. And honestly, at this point, if Alex isn't fighting for titles, I don't want to see him fight.
Yeah.
He has nothing to prove. He
Right.
could retire. He could retire right now. He's made so much fucking money. He's beaten so many world champions. He's accomplished more than what 95% of the entire roster's history has accomplished in such a short amount of time. He's not even been in the UFC for 5 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he could just retire. He's going to forever make money.
Yeah. 100%.
So he
100%,
doesn't
man.
I know what you're saying, like he fights for the love of the game, but at this point in his life, he don't need to fight for money no more. He's always going to be able to train.
Yeah.
He has a gym
Right.
at Glover. So if he wants to continue to fight, you got to match him up accordingly. But at the end of the day, I don't see him getting that belt.
Yeah. Right. I think he has claim to light heavyweight. You know what? Nobody's gonna complain if Alex Pereira gets the title shot against Olberg next.
Nah,
That's
nobody. Nobody's going to
so.
complain. Because for Olberg, who's he going to fight? When he comes back, who's he going to fight? Is he going to fight Ankalaev?
Yeah. Right. Right.
So it's like nobody would complain if it's Alex that, which timeline it could. If Olberg's really going to be out a year, Pereira might need a year to recover.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to see him do what he did when he got knocked out by Izzy and come back 3 months later. I don't want to see him do that again.
Yeah.
Because if he comes back 3 months later, this time it might not go like it did the last time. So, but that's just. And as for Gon, fuck him. I hope he gets slimed out by Aspinall. I hope Aspinall gets his revenge, avenges his eyes, and avenges Pereira.
Amen, brother.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for.
No. No. No.
Look at that guy in the picture right behind you. He's the champion now.
Who?
Yeah, yeah. That was
uh,
that was tough, man. That was
that was one of the hardest watches. I wouldn't say that. That was just so stressful, man. The entire time I was thinking, Ilya could come back and end this at any moment. And he almost did in the second. Poor game plan. I'm really disappointed that we've lost all of our godlike figures in the sport. And, this was the last one. And everything that we lost from the result of this. Like, I like Justin Gaethje a lot, but this was not how this was supposed to play out. Ilya will be back.
I think he'll be
Run that
back too.
back. If Gaethje
Yeah,
wants to stick around, you have to run that back. That's
you do. It's just like we've talked about. It all depends on how quick Ely could turn around. Um, so if Ely can make a quick turnaround, let's just say like November, December, even January, Gage, you should wait for that. Because if there's anybody that deserves a rematch, it is Ilya. But if Ilya is going to be out another year, that's when maybe you should look at the winner of Patty versus BSD, or the dark horse of the division himself, Armin. And I would reckon Armin deserves it more than the winner of Patty and BSD. So
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think out of all of that, I would say if BSD beat Patty, I think BSD would be the most deserving of it.
He's been the
because
most
I think,
active.
yeah, exactly. And when you look at Arman, his inactivity mixed with fighting a bum in Dan Hooker, it's just, it's like, is that really what we're giving title shots off of? Yes, there's a lot of what ifs, and don't get me wrong, I like Arman, and I'd like to see him fight some of those, but as far as urgency, all that I'm seeing is RAF, RAF, RAF. That's all he cares about right now. Placed $1 million bet on Gaethje. I mean, if you're able to place $1 million bet just casually, why are you fighting? I mean, he doesn't have the drive for it. It's not, this whole thing changes lives. So I don't know why he would get the opportunity when he doesn't have the drive to change his life, because it's not going to. It's just another piece of jewelry for him.
Yeah, I know like it's easy to say like, oh, he just beat Hooker, but he beat Charles. He has a win over Charles, and
It was split
he's.
decision though, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I was kind of drunk.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
I know he
if
won.
I recall, yeah, I mean it was decision where he ended up getting pantsed and laid in subs for like a while. So I'm
Well, I
not
mean,
taking anything away from him, but it's not
I
like he
was,
finished Charles Oliveira or anything.
I was seeing people saying, give Ilya the immediate rematch. Justin can rest up, wait for it. In the meantime, you got the Patty BSD fight going on, and you could also do a 5-round main event, Charles and Armin rematch.
Yeah, do it, 100%. They went 3 rounds last time. I'd love to see a 5-rounder between them, get a definitive winner, and I think that's the exact way you line that up.
All right, yeah, no, I think so too. You know, Armin should also be obligated in that fight to make 155 on the dot, so there's no more issues like there
Yeah,
was the last time.
right. Well,
That's everybody's stick with him is that he pulled out when he was supposed to get the title shot.
add that to the
So
list of reasons, man. I mean, listen, he's becoming a great personality, but he's not utilizing it in the way of getting fights. I mean, he's so dominant that he could be, after Hooker, he could have asked for a 3-rounder against anyone in the division. He could have taken an easy fight, smoked them, talk smack, get go. He's going with the RAF hype over the UFC hype, and I just don't think that. I'm not saying you got to be a company man, but when you're looking at another organization and doing stuff with them as consistently as he is, I feel like I don't know, it sounds like I hate Armin so much, which I don't, but I just don't believe he deserves the title shot. I think he should be fighting to prove he deserves it, He got the title shot, he pulled out, was out for what? It was like a year or 2 years, some crazy shit. Fought Dan Hooker, and then what? Now we give him a title shot? Come on. It's I need a better argument for the title shot than Dan Hooker. So I mean, again, another division where there's going to be a line of people waiting for that title shot.
I agree. I agree with you.
I guess we can. I guess let's throw our picks out there for the main event next week.
The main event next week, I am going to go with. I'm gonna go with Manel Cobb.
All right, I'm going with Horiguchi.
I'm gonna go with Manel Cobb, and I don't know if I see a finish. I don't know if I see. I don't know what I envision in this fight. Honestly, it's gonna be a great fight. They're both looking phenomenal lately. Um, Horiguchi really looked like he's turned a tide in his career. and he's hitting that championship level. Um, he's always been good. I mean, let me just double check his record real quick. I mean, the guy is 36-5, and one of those losses is to the GOAT. So, it's not and he got spinning back fist by Sergio Pettis, but then he won the rematch. Um, Patchy Mix he lost to, but I think Patchy Mix was above contractual weight in that fight, so he might have missed weight. I'm not quite sure. He lost to Kai Asakura, but he then beat Kai Asakura in the rematch. And he has a win over Manel Kape. So I think it's going to be a great fight either way. I do think, I know you may not agree, I do think they did them a disservice putting them in the Apex. This fight was in front of like 60,000 people in their first fight, and now you're putting them in an arena that's got like 5,000. This fight deserved to be in an arena.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that they're really trying to bank on the Apex space and how that kind of forces a finish. I think if one of these guys gets a finish, it just adds a highlight to the hype of flyweight. Flyweight is really on fire right now with so many hot prospects, and both these guys are must watch TV. And I don't know. I think my prediction, I think, is going to be either Horiguchi gets the decision nod or he gets a late, like, 5th round finish.
Okay.
I thought his damage output was so high in that Albazi fight that if he can do the same thing to Kape and kind of avoid some of Kape's shots, a lot easier said than done, I could see him wearing out Kape early. Or, sorry, not early, late, and getting the finish. But
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I really don't know how this fight's gonna go. I could see either guy winning. I just think as of late, Cops fought the better competition. But when you look at it like a career perspective, Horiguchi's fought the better career competition. Um, so, we'll see. We'll see. And I think this puts the winner right there to get the next shot after Pantoja gets his shot.
agreed. We're gonna be starting the line for featherweight. Yeah.
Good.
I mean,
The winner of
I'm
this
very excited for this main event. This is gonna be
and
something to look forward to.
that division has a lot of potential right now. You got this fight. The winner of this is going to be right there, the title. And next month, you got Loney Cav fighting Royval on the McGregor card. I think Loney Cav is going to win that. So
That
Loney is going to be right there too.
that's gonna be that'll be a fun one, man. But
That next pay-per-view
yeah,
it got Robert Whitaker on the prelims.
man.
I don't think
What a
Robert. I was gonna say I don't think Robert Whitaker's been on the prelims in 10 years. It's been a
yeah.
long time.
2026. What a time to be alive, huh?
I know you could say that.
Justin Gaethje's the champion, guys. What the fuck?
Justin Gaethje's the champ, Volk's the champ, Jan's the champ, Strickland's the champ. All we need is Aspinall to slime out Gone. I need to see Allberg go, take a hike, and everything's perfect right now. I would love to see Pantoja get the belt back. If he doesn't, and Van is still the champ, Van is also a great champ. So whichever way it goes, all I need is next month. And I'm going to keep talking about it the closer and closer we get to that card.
Well, keep waiting because we got a while. But
Not that long. It's like 3 cards.
we got any breaks coming up?
I don't think so. Let me just check Tapology real
So we
quick.
got four straight weeks.
Yes, we got this fight, and then hold on. Now we do have a break. We have a break in between Fiziev and Torres, which is where is that? That's in where was the Hale Roundtree card last year? Uh,
That was
why am I?
June. That was June 21st.
Yeah, it
Was
was
last year.
what country
June
was
20.
that?
That was the it was the first time they were there.
It was Azerbaijan, Baku. Uh,
Azerbaijan. Yes, you got it. Yep.
yeah, this one's in Azerbaijan too, in Baku.
Oh wow.
And this one is 2 weeks, June 27th. After that, we have a 2 week break until
Two
McGregor
week
Holloway.
break. Oh.
Well, because
Oh.
like the not 2 weeks, but like 2 weeks from
Oh
this
yeah,
card
yeah.
to that
Okay.
card. Yeah,
Okay. Don't scare
because
me
this
like
is
that.
because this is the 27th. I'm assuming there is a break because it's probably July 4th weekend, and then the week after is Connor.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, yeah. And July 4th falls on the Saturday, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. But awesome, brother.
All right, brother.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. This has been the Violent Life Podcast with V and Lucas, and we'll catch you next time.